I'm married to a former adult film actress. Ask your questions. My wife, whose real and stage name I will not give, worked at a young age for the agency of a rather famous adult film actress. I won't name the agency, but it specialized in the interracial genre. She starred in about 85 videos before leaving the industry at the age of 26. Those videos are still lying around freely available, but as I said, under her stage name. This topic is pretty much off the radar now, and we really hope our kids never find out about it. Her family is aware of her past, of course, but mine is not. We feel that all of this should be put behind us. We both have successful careers at the moment. I work in civil engineering, she works in HR. We live in a small village about 45 minutes from the town we work in. A few friends know about her background. Somewhere in the back of our minds, of course, sits the worry that someone might recognize her, and at times when I'm not feeling well, it puts an extra burden on me. Anyway, ask me what you're interested in. I'd be happy to answer. Have you ever watched any of her old videos? And if so, what were your emotions? How did you feel? I've seen 5. When we first started dating, I took it pretty lightly, like, wow, you're so cool. But as our relationship progressed, my perception changed. I think like a lot of couples, we watch adult videos together sometimes. She once suggested we watch one of her old ones, and I just couldn't. I couldn't bear to watch her being humiliated and used. Pardon the harsh question, but do you feel like a cuckold? Sorry for the wording. I don't know how else to ask. It's fine, lol. Not really. Like I said, I can't watch those videos right now because I love her and care about her. I have a few questions. Do you even care about her past or not? Are you afraid of the kids finding out about it? And how does she herself feel about her past work? Did she ever enjoy it? Does she regret what she did, or does she take it easy? It doesn't bother me. Everybody's got a past. But what about the kids? That's the one that scares the hell out of me. I have no idea how we're gonna handle it. She loved doing it. I can't say she was proud of it, but she wasn't ashamed of it. She had fun, made money, made friends, some of whom she's still friends with. Wow, it's cool that she really liked it. I had a perception that most people do it just for the money and hate their job. Why did she leave? And by the way, is it ever the case that women get real pleasure while filming, or is it all an act? Sure, there's acting in there, but at least in her experience, the cupcake was great. You have to remember that the actors have to stay at the ready between scenes, so the hookup is off camera. Does she look the same now? Maybe she dyed her hair on purpose to look different, so she wouldn't be recognized? I think the past is the past. I hope your friends and family don't judge if they happen to find out about it. I, for one, would be surprised but not judgmental. With the kids' friends, of course, it's more complicated, but it's all a long way off. She looks the same, only like a fine wine has only gotten better with age. I hope no one finds out. Now that she is retired, how are things in bed with you? Is there anything special? Or are you content with the usual missionary position in the dark? We've been married for 5 years, together for 8. And even now we have amazing hookups, and they happen a lot more often than most of our friends who have the same long-term relationship. Did you have any concerns about possible illnesses? I've heard that the industry does regular tests, etc., but still, I'm curious. I'm a little paranoid about these things. We met 3 years after she left the industry, and actually, there are very strict checks, so no, I never worried about it. The question is more for your wife. Nowadays, all media are literally pushing young girls into the 18-plus industry as soon as they become of age. Same OnlyFans. What advice does she have for young girls? She really dislikes how easy and commonplace it is to get on of. After all, there are no defense mechanisms at all on OnlyFans. What is the format of your relationship? Are you monogamous? Yes. We're actually a pretty ordinary, boring couple. 2 kids. A dog and a parrot. The parrot is probably the most unusual thing about our relationship. Is there anything she used to do, but now refuses to do with you? And if so, how do you feel about it? Diving into the mine. I get it. It doesn't steam me. She doesn't like that kind of thing, but she used to have to. Lots of vids she's had with multiple men, and I'm very glad, to say the least, that she doesn't want that now. Actresses in this genre are often talked about in the context of mental health and addiction issues. Did she suffer serious consequences from this career? And are you currently watching Proms? Not that I know of. She generally liked it all. She was never into substances, so it wasn't a problem. We watch it together sometimes. How did you two meet? Did you have doubts about her when you found out? Did this fact make you look at her differently? We met by chance at the Christmas fair. She told me about it when I suggested dating. She said, "There's something you need to know." At the time, I thought it was just a fling, and she wasn't the one to marry, but she proved me wrong. And how exactly did she prove it? Well, she fell in love with me. How does her family feel about her past? They've never been thrilled about it. But parents love their kids no matter what. I think they're secretly very glad she's out of the industry. I have no questions. I just want to say I admire your maturity. I don't think I would have taken it out if I were you. I used to think that myself. You know, when you talk to your friends about the could you questions, I always thought I couldn't. But when I met her, life is such a thing, it just became more important than her past. Does she regret her experience? Did she earn a lot? In other words, does she think it was worth it? Hey, she liked it. And she made a lot of money. How much did she earn per video? Does she still receive money from them, since they are still freely available like royalties? She used to earn around $2,000 per video. But no, now she doesn't earn anything. Her contract was signed before the advent of pay-per-view systems. That was in the 2000s. Unfortunately, how would you react if one of your children chose a career in this industry? I will always love and support my children. But at the same time, I would try to find other paths for them. This industry leaves lifelong consequences. Is she attracted to women? And if so, did you discuss this as a possibility in your marriage? Haha, we discussed it, yes. But inviting a third person into bed? Let's just say never, but we're not interested in that right now. What was the funniest or most surprising thing she told you about her job? I was shocked to learn that shooting a 30-minute video takes about 6 hours. A friend of mine says that former adult film actresses are now going to OnlyFans because it's easy money without all the hassle of the industry. Has she ever thought about doing that? Would you be okay with it? No, she never wanted to go there. There is no security system there. How does she describe her experience in that job? Did she like it? Did she enjoy it? Or did she hate it and just do it for the money? Or both? She enjoyed it for the first few years. It was fun. She met some great people, some of whom she still keeps in touch with. But ultimately, she was working for the money. Did she manage her money wisely? Did she save anything? She put down a deposit on our house. So yeah. So, you're only worried that your friends might find out? Or is it just something that's stuck in your head? Yes, I have hang-ups. If someone gives me a strange look on the street, I immediately think he recognized her. Does she still want to fuck like before? For example, in a more extreme format? Do you think she misses certain aspects of that life? She said that there was a certain spice to it all that still attracts her sometimes. But not often. She never asked to go back to something like that. We discussed the possibility of inviting a third person, and here I will also say never, but for now, that idea is on the back burner. When you're having sex with her, do you have flashbacks of her with other men? Does that throw you off? Nowadays, hardly ever. But when we first started dating, yes, it happened. Bro, you describe everything so cool and sensibly, but I can't help but ask. What will happen when one of your child's school friends finds these videos and shows them to him? Be prepared, because it will definitely happen. And kids sometimes behave like real jerks. We discussed this in great detail. We will need to think everything through in advance before the children grow up. But we don't have a ready-made solution yet. You mentioned that she entered the industry for financial reasons. Do you believe that your family is financially secure at present? Do you both earn enough, adjusted for inflation, that she does not fantasize about how much she could have earned if she had remained in the industry? Also, did she have a college degree at the time, or was she very young? She had just turned 18 at the time. Now we both earn very well. So no, she has no regrets. She left when the contracts started to dry up. I don't want to be negative, but the children will definitely find out. 85 videos is quite a lot. Are you planning to prepare for a conversation with them in any way? We'll decide when they're older. How did you feel when she first told you about it? Why did you think it would just be a fling? I'm very interested in how you perceived it. I'm studying psychology. Now here's a tricky question. It might hurt your feelings. Have you ever had thoughts like, how can I be sure she's being sincere during our hookup? Or something similar? If so, how did you deal with it? And what would you say to someone who calls you, excuse me, a dear, or a cuckold to your face? I'm glad she really liked her job. That's important. There's even something exciting about it. I don't think I could marry a former actress from that industry if I hadn't fallen in love, but just dating her would be fine. Personally, I wouldn't want videos of my girlfriend or wife to remain online. She told me about it at the beginning of our relationship. And yes, at the time I assumed it would just be a fling, purely because she was easy, as misogynistic as that may sound. She told me about it at the beginning of our relationship. And yes, at the time I assumed it would just be a fling, purely because she was easy, as misogynistic as that may sound. I believe that everything between us is sincere because she always speaks honestly if she doesn't like something and suggests something new herself if she wants it. Of course, on bad days, doubts and insecurities arise, but fortunately, I am a fairly confident person, so this happens rarely. If someone says something like that on the internet, I just roll my eyes and move on. In real life, I would probably react the same way. I used to think that way too, but everything changes when you get to know a person better. Subscribe to the channel.